Alright, so I am essentially reshooting this video the day that I was told I can upload this, because I looked at my other one and yeah, I've really lost my script capabilities, but alright. So here, it's kind of an awkward millimeter size, to be honest. It's the 4.8 millimeter Mariner Figaro hybrid, you could call it. I feel like this, how should I say it? Online exposure could be easy to find, at least video-wise, because people are going to be looking for a Figaro, you know, let's say a 4mm. People could be looking for a Mariner chain, let's say a 4mm, but probably a lot less likely for the Mariner side. So this chain could have some exposure on my channel and his channel too, but the awkward millimeter link kind of makes it weird. The 4.8mm, it's bigger than a 4mm for sure, but it's not quite a 5mm. I think I'm about to sneeze. Anyway, I like the link design because I can't lie to you, I was starting to get bored of my Figaro. How do I say it? I wore my Figaro a lot, so it did start to kind of, how should I say it? I don't know if it was even tarnishing. I think it was more dirt. Like tarnish to me is oxidation eating away at the coatings on the silver, but maybe I'm wrong. So you probably can't tell. This isn't completely reflective. I've cleaned this a couple times. I've had it like 2 years pretty much, and I've worn it in a lot of different conditions. But this still has that brand new silver white. I love that look, the silver, those flat link. I always say it, chains, like when you first get them new, they have this really nice silver sheen to it. The rope was more of like a white, like a pure white with shiny reflections. Not reflections, but you know, bling coming off of it. This is just the way sterling silver looks to me. Or at least the way it should look. You zoom in a little bit. So you can see it reflects. We have the little Figaro loop, and then somewhat of a traditional link for these three little mid links that are typically just those weird kind of, I don't know how to call those. They're not ovals, they're not circles. Let's put these up next to each other. The links are definitely smaller due to the millimeter. So if you're used to the 5 or 5.5, obviously, you know, these are going to be a little bit smaller. I'm assuming because the millimeter is, you know, a little bit, how should I say it, thinner. Like, I don't know, I guess it would be awkward if it was thin, but like long. If y'all get what I'm saying. But I did get this in a 20-inch for once instead of, because y'all kept telling me they look like I was wearing a fucking, what do I always say it? The 24-inch when I was wearing a 22, because it would just like sit all the way down, you know, to the bottom of my chest. And I can't believe I wore a 24-inch before. Y'all gotta understand, I'm not built like a man. I know you probably think you're an expert on chain links, but I am built like a woman, okay? Or not even a woman, like a fucking 12-year-old girl or something. I am petite. And this is the worst part of fucking lobster clasps. Okay. See, I need a tripod. I'm tired of sitting my phone on random objects in the restroom. And as you can see, I apparently don't know how to put a chain on because I've already fucking flipped the links. Anyway, I'll fix it in a minute, but I want y'all to see. Compared to the navy shirt I got on, you know, it's still pretty reflective. It doesn't, you know, I don't know how to say it. Like, I mean, y'all probably seen my videos over and over and Luke Zion's already. Silver just has a look to it. It looks good. It has a, how should I say it? A standard silver quality to it. Like, people mention Italy all the time, but to me, it doesn't matter where the silver is made as long as it's got that nice standard to it. It's good. And this is made in Italy. It is 0.925, so I'm assuming that's 92% silver. You know that this isn't bullion. You're not buying fucking 0.999. You can't really wear 0.99 as a, how should I say it, a chain. You know, that would be way too soft. Anyway, I like the way it fits. Let me flip the camera around for you. I do like the way it fits on me, but again, that's my, the the way this is fitting me is a 20-inch. My nipple's like right down here. That's probably the way a 22-inch would fit you guys with the normal and high testosterone levels. Me, you know, I'm low T. Can y'all see these bags under my eyes? I'm dying, okay? Yeah, I mean, I really don't know how to explain this. I like the fit. I like the finish. All of his products pretty much have a nice standard to it. Like, let me show you this clasp. Cheap, how should I say it? Silver, like around the stamp for Italy, will look really, really nasty. Not nasty like dirt or tarnish, but I mean just like the quality of the stamp. Like, I don't know, just everything I have right now is fine. This is another thing I'm going to be doing a video on, a Miami Cuban 5.5 with the lobster class, because I do not like those, what do you call those, box locks? Here's a rhodium 2 mil, I think, or 1.2 mil, something like that, that I got years ago. I'd like to see some of that on Luke Zion's page, some rhodium finished ropes. Here's a rope that I really need to clean. I need an ultrasonic cleaner to get in between those, because I've already cleaned the outside and it still shines. But oh, what did I just get charged for? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah, clean your silver, because if not, yeah, it's gonna look nasty. Like, this looked nasty a while ago, but I cleaned it. I've been thinking about making a video on the way silver oxidizes and tarnishes, but you don't have to worry about that for a good chunk of time. My figaro, I didn't notice that starting to get nasty until probably about a month or two ago. It was silver, nice and shiny for a long time. I'm gonna show y'all what this looks like outside, you know, in not necessarily sunlight, because Texas has been fucking drowned in a lot of water. But let me show you what this looks like in low light, because it's still gonna shine. This is like my third recording. I finally got the fucking car. It's a Volkswagen Rabbit. It's kind of ugly, but let's go outside. I like the way this kind of compares to the depressing gray in the background. Like, to really show that it's just white. So I probably pretty much made this an overly long and complicated video. Deeper than I needed to, but I mean, there's really not much to say. If you've watched my other videos on Luke Zion jewelry already, you pretty much know that there's like, I don't know how to say it, like 2 or 3 things standard across all of them. Number one, quality. He's buying these, right? He's buying these in bulk, different manufacturers, factories, whatever, finding the best ones to sell. Some are made better than others. Some look better and are also made better than others. So he's going through quality control pretty much. Before you even get your product, like, he's already looked through all of them, went through different vendors, picked the best, you know, the best vendor. So you're pretty much always set. Quality-wise, there's a standard with Luke Zion jewelry. That's the standard of silver quality. Like, I would not buy from Amazon. I would not buy from anybody, really. I know he probably doesn't like this comparison, but he is the Jikoji of silver for the most part, you know? How else should I say it? Finish. Sterling silver should have like a standard finish across the board. That pure white kind of shine to it, you know, that like almost and sometimes even mirror reflection on it. Yeah, y'all can see this shit's even shining in the dark. Because like these flat link chains, or maybe I shouldn't call it flat, but you know, these wide link chains, they should have like this mirror whiteness to them. Y'all have had silver, y'all have seen it before, hopefully. It's different than comparing it to a rope. or the rock chain on his website, or a Franco even. There's just different kinds of finishes, really, too. Anyway, also, I mean, durability, it's like, I don't know, I'm not trying to break this, but I mean, I don't know. Shit. My other chains, I work fast food in the past. The fucking grease, you think that's good for that chain? No. Sweat from the heat and the grease? No good. Taking showers, probably not good. I wouldn't call it working out, but fucking doing yard work and stuff, you get more sweat, no good. And they've all held up. The rope, I think I've had almost 2 years. The figaro, I'm pretty sure I've had the longest, like close to 2 years. My Miami Cuban, actually, I can't lie, I haven't wore it that much, so like it fucking weighs down on my neck. But it's also good quality. It's also really heavy, kind of like that, even though, you know, it doesn't feel good to wear. But Luke Zion, or really Dennis, has really established a nice brand for himself when it comes to, how should I say it, silver. And I like that he's starting to kind of, you know, branch out on different link designs. The rock chain looks fucking amazing. And if you're watching this, please go ahead and drop that 4mm square, you know, 8-sided diamond cut box chain. Like, that looks way too good for you not to drop. That'll be one of the first things I buy. Also, the moon cut bead chains, we need those too. If you know what I mean, like the ones that look like those military dog tag chains that are normally stainless steel or something, but, you know, drop them in silver. What else? That might be it for the most part, guys, but I mean, again, like, there's really not much to say. You've probably all seen reviews. I mean, I don't think anybody's here on a brand review, probably more on the length of the chain, the design. But I mean, it's great. It's a nice refresher to the Figaro. The Figaro kind of got bland after a while. Or not after a while, after like first fucking 3 months of owning it. But yeah, I like this. And I guess I should have went in depth on the millimeter, but I mean, y'all saw the size comparison. 4.8 is not that big. Just like she tells me every time. Not that big. But you know what? Not that big doesn't mean small. Because she would say small. You would say small if you saw this. Or not if you saw this. If you saw this and it was small to you. It's a nice, moderate, you know, link to it. Obviously, if you're fucking like 295 pounds, don't buy this. But other than that, I mean, yeah. Thank you, Dennis. Thanks for partnering with me. I'm never going to lie on a brand review, because if something's bad that's sent to me, I'm not making a video on it, because I'm not here to criticize. But this is a good product. He has a good branding going out for him. And I just realized I recorded all of this probably in 4K 60. So my router is probably going to fucking fry. But yeah, also start stacking on some bullion, my boys. I got this one from AppMix. It's probably going to fall through the bag. You're the Dog 2018. $9.99. But yeah, this was East House Kicks. Again, thank you, Dennis. I'm going to leave a link to this chain and his website. East House Kicks out.